Hello everybody and welcome back to SpeedForce Racing. My name is JV and I'll be taking you through tonight's proceedings. But before we do anything else, let's have a look at the driver standings here in GP3, because it's a Ferrari 1-2 and Sven is on top right now in P1, though he's not racing tonight. In P2 is Uga Treyman and in P3 is Luke Beck. P4 is Topics and P5 is Wide Load Billy. P6 is Stam. P7 is Vesely, though he's not here tonight. Congratulations to him on his new baby. P8 is Friedrich, P9 is Dr. Special Energy after a good race in France, and then Fefster is in P10, who didn't make the start in France. GA is in P11, Lienel, after causing havoc here last season, is somehow still allowed back in Austria, is in P12, and Ash is in P13. He's not racing tonight either. Psychomich is in P14, Alsan is in P15, I'm not sure if he's racing tonight. Game Things is in P16, RDB is in P17, DJ Clarkson is in P18, Chris is in P19, and Sigurd is in P20. Though he is on his like a millionth non-start. Oh wait, no, he isn't. He started in France but didn't finish. Let's have a look at the Constructors' Championship, because it's still very red, unlike real Formula 1. Ferrari is in P1 ahead of Alfa Romeo in P2, Renault is in P3, Mercedes is in P4, Toro Rosso is in P5, and Racing Point is in P6. Red Bull is in P7, Haas is in P8, McLaren is in P9, and Williams is in P10. But I'm not on my own tonight. Tonight I'm joined by the man, the myth, the Speedway legend. It is Alex. Hello, mate.
I wouldn't call myself a Speedway legend. I mean, I appreciate that, but hi guys, how's it going? Here we go, Austria, one of the best tracks on the game. Fight
yes,
me.
It is one of the best tracks in the game. I spent last night racing here alongside the GP4 guys, and that was fun. Haven't watched the stream yet, so I don't know how much I was caught on it. So yeah.
But no, yeah, I went to Cardiff in the Principality Stadium on the weekend.
Promoting
really
Wales.
Fun. Yeah, we had to rise for the Welsh national anthem, the national anthem of Great Britain, national anthem of Great Britain, and the end of the national anthem of Denmark.
Sweet. Denmark's cool.
As the winner, Leon Madsen from Denmark. We were sponsored by Mercedes actually. So.
Mercedes Dane. Where have we heard that before? 2014 Formula 1.
Good old K-Mag. But no, yeah, it was a really good experience. If you guys don't know what Speedway is, you should watch it. It's really good fun.
He keeps trying to get me into it, and I still haven't watched it. I need to watch it. I will get onto the list to watch it.
You know it's good when Peter likes it as well.
Well, I don't know. He likes SFR right now, and he hasn't been doing too well, so...
Fair enough, mate. Fair enough.
Yeah, he had a really bad race last night. 3 corners.
Should we turn our attention, however, to GP3?
We probably should. Welcome to GP3.
We could talk about ourselves for like a year or two, but...
Yeah, we probably could. No, please, we get 2 years out of May.
Anyway, so last week we saw a changing of the guard up top, didn't we?
We did.
With the two brothers. I believe it was Trainman getting the win?
Yeah.
I'm wrong, although. And Trainman won over his brother, who isn't here tonight by the looks of it, unless he's changed his name.
No, Sven is not here tonight. He's currently training to be a teacher. So, God knows why he wants to do that.
He's been replaced by Gilgamesh, as I called him last time he was in
Gilgamesh, yes, just to clear up Gilgamesh.
Yeah, Gilgamesh. I'm still going to call him that. No, it should be really good fun. Hopefully Trainman can get 2 wins on the belt, so I think his brother would be expected that. And I think that'd be a nice thing to come home to a happy 25 points in the bag for Ferrari.
Well, it would be hopefully more than 25 points with Gilgamesh driving for them.
Yeah, but I don't think they can expect Gilgamesh to do that. I think they definitely need they could expect Gilgamesh to do well. But I think it's a must now. Without them both being there, without both their guys there, they're going to need Trainman to definitely step up tonight and get the win.
It's going to be a fantastic race. This is such a short circuit. The qualifying time here in Formula 1 this season. Do you know it, Alex?
Of course I don't. Why would I know? I have a life.
A 1 minute 3.003.
I could beat that. But
On your wheelchair, going up the hill.
no, I'll beat it in a golf cart.
Billy Munger style.
Anyway, what's your opinion on Spielberg? I think it's one of the best racing tracks on the calendar, that's for sure. Lots of straight, lots of dive bombs are allowed around the circuit. Should be good fun. Don't go side by side, into the last corner though. I learned that the hard way last season, didn't I?
Yes, this is well, the best thing about this track is it is 60% DRS though, isn't it? 60% of a lap is DRS. The entirety of the first sector. It's absolutely mental.
It's really good fun as well. I think as a driver, it's just flowing. It doesn't really change. The middle sector's even fun to drive, even with the tricky corners. Someone's left.
We just lost the driver, literally, as we're heading over the track.
It was a sports pace racing point in Formula 1 team driver.
You mean Strong Wheel?
Who's teaming up with Special Energy?
Ooh,
normally it's Topic, I think.
Yeah, Topic. I think he's just lagged out. That really sucks because he was just saying that he is looking forward to this race.
Well, no, he's just said in the chat he's been kicked.
Well,
so we're going to start without Topics.
Oops. Lee now saying that he won't get near the qualifying time with 1 minute 3. Lee caused havoc last season in GP2 here because people took out the brake marker boards at turn 3 and Lee races with no racing line. So all GP3 drivers, if you don't want Lee to beat you, there you go!
Absolutely, but I think the target's going to be Train Man. Is it your favourite going into this Grand Prix?
I am reserving judgment. I want to see after qualifying because anything can happen, especially if it's wet.
That's easy. That's easy. No, who do you think's going to win?
No.
Straight off the bat.
No.
Tell me, Jack.
No.
Tell me why.
And we're off here.
Tell me why.
Oh God, he's been watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine again.
No, I haven't, but nice reference. It's just a good song. I kind of like the song. Been playing GTA. That's what is in my head.
Yeah, I've been on GT Sport recently actually. Ryan's racing. Shut up, Jack, says Lee. Nope. It's dry here in qualifying though for the Austrian Grand Prix.
All I want to do is I just want to give a quick shout out to Robert Kubica, who survived the entire Singapore Grand Prix. All things considered, it's one of the. We didn't really talk about Singapore that much, but it's one of the hardest circuits, and it's amazing that he was even there and survived most of it. But the fact that he continued the entire race is just sensational.
I'm sorry, I fell asleep halfway through your statement, much like I did during the actual Grand Prix.
I loved the Grand Prix. It was one of the better races of the season.
Yeah, it was awful.
I loved it.
It was awful.
It was one of the better races of the season.
No. Anybody who disagrees with Alex, please say now. As we see a Williams leaving the pits, right into the path of a Toro Rosso.
He's got beaten out by Lee now. So Lee now here.
He's gonna go and break the brake marker balls. Let's watch him.
He's probably thinking that the other drivers will do it, so he gets the first preferential treatment. So
he's still got the outlaps though.
Absolutely, so he's got to be careful, that's for sure.
If anyone does it, I think Lee will give him a penalty. I can imagine someone actually doing it.
And then JP's going to have to take it away here because that's not a fair penalty.
No, it is fair.
Is it?
Yeah, I mean, if they're taking out the brake marker boards on purpose, then they would just be an idiot.
I know, but if they did it by accident.
Oh, well, if it's an accident, it's a different story. Can I tell you now, if I saw someone taking them out on purpose and I was marshalling, I'd throw something at the driver, because those things, it's a pain to pick that stuff up.
Yeah, so far though, Gilgamesh is right behind Clarkson.
Yeah, Gamel, yeah.
Gilgamesh.
Hey, you're gonna get punched one day. You know that, don't you? Lee coming to give us a sighting lap around Austria on the soft compounded tyres. One-stop strategy around this track, unless you're like me and you do two. Purely because you broke your front wing.
How did that work out for you?
Yeah,
you got a 5 postcode penalty for being naughty and qualifying.
I got rear-ended by Broomy. Don't you blame me. I had the video image. The video image. Oh my Christ.
The Steam game stewards don't lie. They had the right idea. So Lino coming up to the second DRS point now. Really the prime place to overtake. Although you can do it up the hill, going into that corner. But whoever's on the inside of the corner will essentially get the better run. Lino, this is where it counts. This is the only technical part of the circuit coming into sector 2. Right
even
here,
though, but even though it's technical, it's really, it's nice to drive.
No, it's slowing. But if
It's
you
like
go,
Silverstone. This track reminds me of a
it's
mini
easy to
Silverstone.
invalidate around this corner. You have to be very careful. Lee does a really good job of it though here, and he's going to complete the lap as long as he can get around the last little bit. This complex here, especially going into the last few corners, easy to invalidate again. So although there's a lot of straights, the corners here are tricky and easy to get warnings and invalidations. Lee though did a very good job so far.
Didn't you drive Toro Rosso when you crashed here?
Yep.
Well, Lee's in trouble.
1.5.487. One Billy though, second off the pace, but however he is on the different compound of tyre, being the hards. Luke Beckler's slower than him, clean on to do an Explorer. But Friedrich, his teammate, goes 3/10 up on Lee's time, and he's probably taken out the brake board, so it will remain on pole.
On the stream, we're looking at Chris. Chris Can 85 as he comes through the final corner now, opening DRS on the McLaren, charging towards the line on the medium compound tyre. He goes P somewhere, nowhere.
Nowhere.
And Topics has joined.
Nowhere.
I tell you what, the worst thing now, Topics said that he was comfortable with his Grand Prix. He was looking forward to it as Jagamel goes very wide after qualifying, putting in qualifying lap currently of P2. Looking at Mike Barnes, he's a reserve driver tonight. So he's taking on the chance of reserving. But no, Topics said that he was confident with his Grand Prix, said that he was looking forward to it, and now he's going to do the whole thing with no setup. And Stam's cut his way
from the back.
Nice.
And from the back. Interesting though, we've
from the
got
back. Are you offering me something again?
A difference of strategy. I ain't offering you anything. I'll offer you something. I'll offer you to come around mine and watch Speedway Grand Prix next Saturday.
Oh god, I'm marshalling. I can't do that. Leave me alone.
I'll record it for you. You can watch it next day.
I'm marshalling the rest too.
How are you gonna watch the Sochi Grand Prix?
No, I'm not gonna watch
Chris
it.
Card now coming around again. This time he's been pushing on, and he's gonna come across the line and go 8th fastest. Better than Luke Beck. Adore the Explorer watching Luke Beck, who hasn't
crossing the line now. He goes 12th.
What do you think about Luke Beck?
Felix is going 29 seconds faster on this time as the number 19 comes around the final corner now, really fighting the Haas as he tries to get across the line. He does go P14. He goes a marginal bit faster by 30 seconds, but it was invalidated.
So that probably would have been a decent time. But Lee now,
a 1.4.9.
Alright, cheerleader. Damn.
Lee now.
Lee now, I don't rate you. I think you're terrible. No, I'm kidding. He pays the bills at SFR. I love Lee. But no, Lee there with a really good time. First person to break into the 104.
Well, I think he's about to be the second because here comes August Rayman. About to cross the line now. It's a 105.0. Wow. Didn't expect
Lee,
that.
No. Yeah, Lee possibly getting pole position on 2 lap old soft tyres, which is interesting for sure. One man
I'm just going to sit here and just whisper Carol in his ear repeatedly.
Ugh, that sounds really... Ugh. No thanks.
He's had a week.
Keep your sexual escapades out of the stream, please.
Says you.
What? What have I...
Sven is not here tonight. He's off studying to be a teacher. Unlike myself, who is the one who studies to destroy teachers.
I wonder what subject he's learning to become a teacher in.
Hopefully the subject that involves £5 on the porn websites. Yeah, I know, I went there.
Why?
Because I've had a week without you and I've missed you.
That wasn't the answer I was looking for, but thanks.
The answer on the card is JB's a freak.
This is getting weird now. I don't miss you.
How uncomfortable can we make Alex feel?
I'm happy I'm leaving at the end of the season. Even
so am I. I'm coming with you.
Oh yeah, we've already agreed to that thing together as well.
I'm coming to university with you.
Oh please don't. I'm not gonna be able to get a girlfriend.
Yeah, I'm your problem. I'm the problem.
They're gonna think we're IT crowding it. You're my wife, Rory. If you haven't seen that episode.
Oh my. Yeah. Okay. Does that make you Moss then?
I am definitely Moss. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I'm Roy and all this. I just don't care.
If anything, as you say, if anything, I'm the
Oh,
husband.
slow moving Ferrari with Dr. Special Energy right behind me. Jurgen Bell is going to have to get out the way. Very well noticed there by the Ferrari to notice that he had to get out the way for the racing point. So Dr. Special Energy is strolling along in his pink machine.
Not saying I wasn't expecting it because I'm not seeing too much of Jurgen Bell, but he's doing a very good job for Team Ferrari in 4th position at the minute. They'll definitely be happy with the replacement today.
So Dr. Special Energy crosses the line. He goes P16 with an invalidated lap time. GA taking a very neutral line as the Scotsman in the McLaren comes across the final corner. Opening DRS now as he heads towards the line. He's going to go P5. Well done.
To be fair, GA's not had the best of seasons, but I can say that JB pretty much with all confidence in the world that he's taking advantage of the short track here.
Look at this. I got kicked again to stop picks.
That's unfortunate. I think that's just internet issues.
Yeah, I think that's internet related.
But yeah, what do you think about my comment about GA though?
It was fair, but in fairness, I only heard about 3 of it.
To be fair, all I'm saying is GA. I wasn't saying he's a bad driver, but actually he struggles in the corners a lot more than the straights. He's taking advantage of the long straights here. Is GA, and there's nothing against that, you know.
Andorra does not work again. He's got 1 second faster, but he's not moved any positions. We get the flags in sector 1. Who is it? Looked to be a Williams. Maybe it was Stam.
There's a streaker on the track now.
Alex, I told you to lock the door. I didn't want him to get out.
It was Peter.
I didn't want him to get out.
It was Peter, but...
He's staying in the Williams garage with me because he loves me.
Oh,
You can't deny our love. Mike Bard coming towards the final couple of corners now. I see that was a seamless transition there. I'm okay with that. DRS opening on the Red Bull crossing the line. P2 for the debutant.
He's a second man to go into the 104s. But I keep thinking you're saying my bars as for a rapper. I'm like,
my bars are sick. Needle even faster. 104.7.
Did we see the sister team of the Toro Rosso getting the better of the Red Bull? It's not even the regular Red Bull that forgave me things, it's Mike Barbs.
Oh, big engine issues on the Honda Power Toro Rosso of RDB.
All I'm saying is Ugo Trainman started another lap here. He'll want to, make sure that he gets...
Stubbs crashed and Stubbs out! Big accident for the Williams. Right where Alex dropped it last season.
Oh, right at Alex curb. All
yeah,
right, cool.
Look at that. Oh, that's a big incident.
No, I feel... Hey, look at Ugo Trainman. Look how much tapping he's got to try and... This is not going to help his lap here. Well, Oliver's just not got out of the way.
Oliver didn't realise he was behind him. Unless Oliver's on a lap himself. But no, he does bail out the way. So... Treyman could probably say that he was blocked there, but I don't know. Oliver, who was on comms last night, is...
Even Oliver could say he was blocked by the Mercedes, though. Or whichever other car was there.
Do you mean the Williams?
No, but I think there was the Williams. Yeah, you could say it was blocked, because if he was on a lap, the Williams must have blocked him.
Well, times will tell as the Alfa Romeo of Billy comes through the final corner now. Where can he go? Sector 3 lights up with yellow flags. DRS opening on Billy crosses the line. P11. Topics has joined.
Interestingly, mate, one man that I'm very interested to see why he's still joined in a minute is that of Luke Beck. This isn't even a Jordan Explorer. This is very abnormal for Luke Beck.
It is. Luke Beck has been struggling in the Renault tonight. Maybe he's just got Daniel Ricciardo's luck from the weekend. As we look at Treyman now, attempting this time to go faster and not get blocked by 2 cars.
Me and Luke old rivals, but we bonded over Dora the Explorer in the podium chat.
I'm gonna kill them both.
But right now, mate, Ugo Treyman's opted to do a second lap here, and it's certainly not had traffic in this one because he's still pushing.
Yeah, Mike is also coming out for another lap now. So Mr. Bards is going to have to try and get a lap in on those soft tyres in the remaining 5 minutes.
I'm surprised people are coming out this early.
I did. Things considered. Trainman a little bit hesitant on turning, coming across the line. DRS open. What can the Swede do? It's second place. No one can match Lee so far. The fanboy's coming out.
As an impartial commentator, I'm going to say Lee's done a very good job as well here. But you can train, remember, he's got wing damage. So it was a lap with a bit of wing damage.
Oh. Drama. Friedrich on a lap time now as he comes towards
good job there
the
by
final
Hugo
sector.
Trainman as well. Luke Peck was trying to use Chevron for a bit of slipstream.
Hold on.
So Hugo Trainman was trying to get out of the way, but
Friedrich's going 3/10 faster in the Renault, coming into the final sector. He's wide. I might have invalidated there. Coming through the final corner. What can the Renault do? Definitely invalidated there. Crossing line now. P3. Oh, it's tight at the top.
just the way we like it. The other Renault of Luke Beck is really pushing. Why'd you laugh at that, you disgusting man?
Topics cannot stay in the session. This is ridiculous. Poor you. Poor Topics. I feel really bad for him. There might be a seat in GP2 tomorrow night.
Here comes Luke Beck.
The slow on the DRS opening. It's a 6. It's a 7. He really cannot get a lap in right now, can he?
He would have definitely been faster. For sure, that was a very clean lap here. He's got another set, I think, of soft compound tyres to go. Special Energy is the man I'm looking at.
He's about to get traffic though. That's Friedrich.
It is Friedrich. He might be alright with the traffic, to be fair. They shouldn't really get in his way. I think he's just got enough space. That shouldn't affect him. Unless Friedrich, yeah, he should be fine.
It's still going to annoy him though. Especially there, that position of Friedrich's going to really freak him out. And you heard him lift off as he comes through the final corner. The DRS is going to open. And where's Jordan going? It's P8. He's still an improvement.
Yogamel is the only man so far to have fitted the medium tyres at the moment. Surely he's not going to come out and do another lap on the mediums. That'd be interesting. But yeah, it's certainly one to watch. Fefster.
Luke Beck 3/10 up on his lap time through the final corner. DRS is going to open on the Renault. Crossing the line now. It's a 1/6. It's P13. Finally an improvement from the championship contender.
More than 3/10. But
he was 3/10 out. In the last sector.
He was on 1/608. And he went
he was 3/10 up in the last sector, in the middle sector where I chat on board him. Sajkovic, P8.
Fester's like that right now. He's a danger man to the top. He's only got improved by 3/10, but that's quite a lot right there. Short circuit. As he goes through the final section.
I think he may have invalidated that.
We said that last time. Is he going to do it again? No, here he pushes on. He's on pole!
That's close!
As JB shrieks to see his favourite. No offence to everyone else, but to see one of his favourite people in the world get taken off the top step.
Well, the thing is right now, it's looking very likely that Lee will be taking me away from Jordan. So this will get very interesting. I know. I will explain that joke when Alex is a little bit older.
What? I'm 18. What the frick do you mean I'm a little bit older?
Yeah, I'm a little bit older than you. DJ Clarkson? A little bit down on his time right now.
You're ancient, mate. I almost swore as well.
Lee's reaction is, damn you, Felix.
Yeah, Felix on the top step. Lee, I think the set his lap too early. I think he had a really good lap. Possibly could have got a pole. Is he going to come out again? The Toronto garage is opening. Is that Lee now?
Or is it RDB who's going to be deployed? Looking at Clarkson.
It is Lee. Lee's coming out for one more run.
Clarkson into pit lane. Little bit iffy on exit. On the entry to pit lane. Here's Billy.
So Felix is done. That's for
Felix
sure.
Or Felix?
Felix.
Okay. The man with the baby blue helmet, though, which is Billy, is going to come through the final couple of corners now.
Oh! I saw an extra Alfa Romeo. That was a glitch. I thought he just smashed open. Romeo, but as it comes across the line, he was sixth fastest. Wasn't Billy originally in the Ferrari?
No.
No, who was originally in the Ferrari?
Oh, that slips us then. The 43 car of Oliver, who is a GP4 reserve driver, was on commentary last night for GP4, is currently in P14.
Mate, Yoga Mel, he's going to have one more go at it as long as Ugo Trainman. Ugo Trainman will be the first one of the big bunch to come across the line.
Let's have a look at Gamey. Gamey's on lap time right now in the
Lino
Red Bull.
will be next. Friedrich will be next. Then Mike. Then Yogamel. Yogamel's going to Lee's invalidated it on the first corner. Drama in the extreme.
So Lee will not be having pole position as we see a McLaren of GA spin out. Clarkson retiring. Yellow flags in every sector.
All I'm saying is, with Overtrainman, Friedrich, Mike, and Jürgen still to go, this could knock Lee off the front row.
Gamey things now coming to play. His first race in SFR was at Austria. He made contact with me, crossing the line. P7 for my old nemesis, who joined and has been in SFR the same amount of time as me.
All I'm saying is, most of the drivers are retiring now, and the qualifying is now over.
Hagen goes P9. Well done to the Mercedes.
Here comes Trainman though, mate. Is he going to knock Lee off the front row and overtake Faster?
He does! Yes. Oh!
Now Friedrich's the one to watch.
Friedrich's his attempt up in Sector 2. Now we're looking at the Renault. What can he do?
Alright, Dr. Zeus. But here he goes, Friedrich. Oh, so close!
Crossing the line, he's done it! Oh, Lee is 4th, Mike Bard goes 3rd, Lee is 5th! This is abuse at this point! Jürgen, what can the Ferrari do? DRS is going to open on the Ferrari, he crosses the line, he's going to go P3! That's just even worse for Lee!
Lee ends up 6th, I feel so bad. Chris is done, I think, as well. So Lee ends up 6th. Oh! Oh!
What a qualifying session! But look how close that qualifying session was.
Absolutely, it was a cracker.
However, hold on, I think it's genuinely 4,000ths of a second or something mental.
It is. But I feel sorry for Lee. But if he didn't invalidate that lap, he would have been up there. But 6th place isn't the worst place to start. Absolutely, but Luke Becker's the big disappointment for me at the bottom of the pile, really, in terms of times.
This has been a very interesting qualifying session, and GP3 is really ramping up in its speed this season as we now head towards the race.
But can I run you down the qualifying results, my friend?
I guess you can.
Friedrich is on pole for the Renault team, followed by the 2 Ferraris. And then Jürgen, then Mike Bars, Fester, Lee now in 6th. That's so heartbreaking. Wildlife Billy 7th, Gaming Things 8th, Chris Cad 9th, and Hagen at 10th. Everyone outside of the top 10 were 3 titles, and they are Psychomitch, Dr. Special Energy, Clarkson, GA, Ryan, Oliver, Beck, RDB, and Stam, who crashed out in the Williams at Kingdom Corner. But
I didn't expect you to say Kingdom Corner.
Well, I think the story of that qualifying is sad for Lee, who was looking so good. That one little validation, though, cost him 5 positions.
Blood and Sands jumping in the chat saying, "Don't jump the start, Lee."
Oh dear! Look at this weather.
It's not going to rain. They're saying it's dry to me.
Why do we have to know? I like the ambiguity. But sometimes we don't get that here at SFR.
Topics is P20, so don't forget him.
And I think it could happen at Austria, to be fair. However, the man is going to be very happy with himself at the people on the front row, because the first corner at Austria normally creates incidents.
Yes, as shown by last night by a particular Williams driver who remained nameless. Me.
You.
Yeah, I actually was reserving in Williams as well. So it was me. Yeah, I did in fact screw myself last night.
Who of course got their first DNF over the weekend because of a Frenchman who will remain nameless.
Romain Grosjean. So on to the formation lap now. Well, you said it remained nameless. I didn't say that.
Anyway, a lot of drivers going for the softs here, so I don't know if it will remain dry, my friend. Some drivers going for mediums.
This will be interesting. Who won Austria last year in GP2? That is a question for...
No.
I think it was Yaran? No, wait, who? I don't know.
Is Yaran still in SFR?
Yaran is still in SFR.
Right, mate, I'm going to be watching Lee off the start, you know.
Oh, he's staying high up. He wants to stay with Carol. Hey, Carol. If you're wondering why I call him that, that's because Carol is his stripper name. So Lee is also a crossdresser, and it's called a stripper.
I thought that was only for you privately, but now it's out there, I guess. So
No, I'm putting it out there just so when he actually
Buster's-
watches the stream back, it's gonna be abuse for him.
Buster's overtaken Mike on the formation lap.
Is he overtaken
I
him
guess
or
Mike-
overtaken him?
Mike was going a bit too slow for Buster's liking, I guess.
AI taking control. Last night, the Ferrari actually backed up the entire field, so the front two drivers would.
Mate, I'm loving. Mate, before we start, I love Chris's helmet. Look at
I haven't
Chris's
seen
helmet.
Chris's helmet. Oh yeah, I
Look
love
at
Chris's
it.
one too. Yeah, red, white, and blue.
Obviously representing Great Britain.
Even though he's
The
German.
McLaren? Okay, then
So,
not
like-
maybe. McLaren's English.
Anyway, last night. No, technically it's not.
God's sake. Leave me
It's
alone.
just New Zealand. It's Kiwi.
Oh, no one cares about New Zealand people.
And I actually quite like New Zealand.
They're on the other side of the world, mate. Who cares? Anyways, the drivers line up now here.
I had a point
Let's
to
go
make about
racing.
Gp4, but I'm not going to make it anymore.
Well, who cares? I'm
you
going to
go.
follow Lee before you ask.
I already knew that.
but
You mentioned it about halfway through.
You always ask. Anyway.
On to 5 red lights as the cars get ready to start. The lights are on, the lights are out. Now the drivers are away. It's a good start from Trainman in P2. Going to try and challenge the Nordic driver of Friedrich into P1. Billy already dropping down the order into turn 1. Oh, the McLaren going deep. Has he forced anyone wide? Drivers going wide all over the shop at the back as it all turns to hell here at Austria as they come charging up to the dreaded turn 3. This is where everybody who likes Lee ruins the race. There's no brake marker boards.
Luke Beck, Scott Wick. Oh no, the McLaren's round!
It's
Drama!
big
Safety car.
accident.
Surely a safety car. There.
Big
Luke Beck's got
accident there,
damage.
but all 20 cars still driving. Luke Beck under pressure now from Topics, and now Jürgen Bell gets dropped by Mike. Topics to the inside line, passing 2 cars in 1, does the 22 car, and 3, because Oliver got it wrong.
Lee's round!
Lee is round at some point in the gravel. Was he helped round Alex?
Yes, he was, but he was already in a half spin there, so he didn't get pushed round. That was just the unfortunate. Oh, and also Topics is round!
Well,
What
Topics
is
is
going
racing on a default setup, is in a lot of trouble here as Friedrich leads away after lap 1. Trainman in P2. Fester is looking to overtake Mike in P4, P5 right now, but it's looking very interesting as they come into the second lap of this race.
This is the first person in the box here. Luke's saying he doesn't want a box, so Chris Diddy wasn't that does box, which hints towards rain on the way, I guess.
Oh, the brake marker
no one
boards
else
are
is in the
back. I
box.
can only apologise. I couldn't see them because they were Pirelli boards.
Anyway, but Ugo Train man when DRS is
Side by
updated.
side into 3, and Dr. Special Energy seemed to lag a bit there as Clarkson tries to overtake Ryan Van Doom, the GP2 driver, come down to say hi. When did he turn up? I didn't notice him the whole way through qualifying.
Wait, where's Clarkson for you?
13th.
19th. Great.
He's disconnected from him. Okay, so Alex's timing's a little bit off now. RDB trying to go around the outside of Gaming Things. Well done to Ryan as he holds it. The Gaming Things to go force into the gravel. He'll complain, saying that wasn't fair. Gaming Things with a broken front window is going to drive him out to the gravel. Luke Beck has dropped even further back, and Dora is not working for the Renault tonight. Maybe he's a switch to Thomas.
Friedrich over the fastest lap for sure. Good stuff here, but the Ferrari of Jürgen Bell
Ryan
is right at the back of his
is in the pit lane.
teammate. He runs deep. He runs deep.
DRS is now in play as we have
As
entered the third
Clarkson
lap.
goes first for me on my time. Great.
So
Just
Friedrich
gonna happen every
leads.
lap of it.
Trainman, yes
but,
it is. It's going to be nasty. Trainman on the attack. A lot of lag in the lobby right now. As you see, Trainman trying to back up next to Friedrich.
Yeah. You can't go for a move down here though. It's just not going to work out for him.
Not unless
what
he's side by
happened
side
to-
already.
What happened to Lee? Did he have to pit after the spin?
No, he's just struggling. As he goes 3 wide, 4 wide! What a move for Lee Nail as he makes the move around GA,
That's what we raced
Sam and
for.
Oliver. And now he's made a mistake just behind GA and the McLaren are passing him by.
That's what we raced for there. 4 wide racing. That was amazing.
Absolutely
Scintillating
phenomenal.
maneuver. And I think Luke Beck's given up today. He's just not. He's not pushing.
Time to swap to Thomas. As you see, Trainman trying to back onto Friedrich.
But interesting, yeah. It's just. It's not the easiest of races to predict right now, is it?
So Dan clearly watched GP4 last night. As you see, the Ferrari is getting close together.
Lee going around the outside at turn 1. Sends Clarkson to sends GA into a little bit of a mistake. GRS activated now. Side by side they go up the hill. Can the Toro Rosso get the better McLaren? Yes, he can.
Stand now.
Try.
And the McLaren and Ryan Van Doom is out of the session. He's DNF'd somewhere. And leads through. Oh, Trainman's in an accident! The Ferrari has gone off into the gravel and has now pulled back on the track. And I think he's just Thomas to that.
Has he got damage?
I don't believe so.
No, he's okay. He's okay, but he's giving himself some work to do. RDB, once again, not great in qualifying. But in the race, he's already up to 10th.
He didn't actually, just to correct something, he didn't actually get a lap in qualifying.
He tried to.
He tried to, but mistakes were made. Right now, as we're looking at
he is in 10th, because I genuinely can't tell you
where Clarkson is. Yes. So Stam trying to get past Lee now. Lee runs wide at the final corner, not as wide as Oliver, who's under pressure from GA as they run up into turn 1. Stam with an engine glitch.
Here comes Juggermouth for the lead there on Friedrich, and good battle of Overstead there. It's going to allow Friedrich with the better exit, but DRS here will help Jürgen catch up. Fester also on the back of Mike, and then you see your good Trainman in the background. He's got a few laps to catch up for sure. At least he didn't get wing damage, otherwise it would have been race over really. You get caught in so much traffic around here. But,
so,
mate,
to give you commentary on something Alex can't see, Clarkson trying to make a move on Dr. Special Energy, but he can't get through as Jordan has to hold it around the outside. It's okay though, no contact made between the Alfa Romeo or the Racing Point. You know
I was about to say, it looks like I was about to say, Special Energy's going a bit wide. He's going for a different line here. But,
the best thing is though, can you imagine if the entire race went so boring except for Clarkson?
I would hate myself if I left the session rejoined in my way.
Billy to pit lane, so the Alfa Romeo pitting under green flag conditions.
Is that just for straight change? Just a bit early, would you say? No.
5 laps. It's possible if he decides to go do 30 laps on the mediums. Oh, wing changing as we look at Hagen. Hello, Sophie. How are you doing? So Hagen now to the inside of Sajkovic. Hagen is making a move.
Turn your attention to Jürgen. This is the lead. Side by side they go. The Ferrari and the Renault. The Ferrari goes deep. Friedrich on the cutback gets the better of the Ferrari as the Ferrari gets 2 wheels on the grass. And that's going to give Friedrich a little bit of distance. Trainman has done an amazing job though, separating himself from the other guys. Because he's in his own little race right now.
RDB round the outside of Sajkovic and down the inside as it turns to the inside line, but Sajkovic is going to try and fight back.
What I'm saying is RDB is a solid driver for Toro Rosso in races. He just doesn't really. Oh, it's Hagen makes a mistake.
Hagen in trouble. Woo! Here we go. Let's have some fun as RDB slips in between them. What a move by Ryan!
Great move there from RDB. Yellow flags. I wonder what they're for. Green flag.
I've got yellow flags.
Great. I've got yellow flags. As Clarkson takes it again. Here comes Gaby though on RDB. RDB is having such a good race. I know. Here he comes then. DRS on the Mercedes up the hill. Can't do anything about it yet, but there is another straight. Look at DRS. He runs quite deep.
It's a late move. He's done it though.
But it's a clean move. What a move from the Toro Rosso.
RDB, right, me and RDB raced against each other and he was dramatically faster
Hang on, mate, sorry, we can't talk about that yet, because here comes the Mercedes of Hagen, back on the inside the Toro Rosso, with nothing doing. The Toro Rosso is on this charge right now.
Doing a run that would make Brendan Hartley feel absolutely inadequate, as RDB is in P6 right now. What a tremendous job so far. Remember, he has to pit though. And Friedrich with a time penalty.
I'm going to check Jürgen and the Austria check all the top guys. Jürgen's got 2 warnings. Mike's got 2 warnings. Theft's got 2 warnings. Trainman's got 2 warnings.
Hagen so with DRS now is getting up to the inside of RDB. The move into 1 is possible.
Mate. Another move for the lead here. On the inside is Ferrari, they can wait for the bigger DRS straight, possibly the better move. However, the Renault is wide, battle over still there for the Ferrari. Here we go then. The Renault of Mike is actually on the charge here. This can be difficult.
Oh!
We've got a great fight developing.
RDB hitting into the back of Hagen. No damage on the Toro Rosso. I know I should have been looking at the lead,
Yes,
the race for the lead, but I'm not interested.
No, there's not. I thought there was, but there the end plates are black on the Toro Rosso on the inside, so I can see them.
What a run so far!
Mate, look at this for the lead though. Friedrich and Yogamel. Mike is there. So is Fester. What a race we've got on our hands.
Well, right now, RDB is doing his best job as Jarno Trulli right now in F1, having a bit of a Trulli train.
All I'm saying, yeah, but the issue is the DRS. It's so difficult to break here.
So now we see whether he can break through the DRS this time around. There seems to be a lot of lag in the lobby. That's Dr. Special Energy.
Look at Mike. Sorry, mate. Look at Mike for second. On Yogamel. Up the hill they go. Around the outside. Unorthodox manoeuvre. But he's going to get the job done. No, he's not.
No, he's not. Ferrari
side by side they go. And DRS isn't there for the Red Bull.
No, it's on the Ferrari instead. As you see now, we're going to drop down and have a look at RDB. How's he doing as he tries to get past Gamey, who tries to get past Hagen as he goes towards 3 wide. DRS open on all 3 cars. Who's going to make a
racing
move?
Point setting up for a late breaker. Yes, he is. Special Energy. He went for the move. You got to give him that. He had the big cojones to go for the move there.
He's round again at the hairpin. Lee back on track now.
Sebastian Vettel of SFR.
The no traction is not helping for Toro Rosso tonight. Can we see Lee? Yes, we did.
It's helping the other Toro Rosso, but here comes Mike once again.
Sector 2, I think that's Lee again. It is, yeah. Hagen dropping into pit lane as Lee. I wonder if Lee's overheated his tyres this time.
I wonder when other people are going to come in. But here comes Mike up the hill.
Lee's tyres are gone. They're overheated as the Toro Rosso slides back off the track.
All I'm saying is Jokemel's done a really good job up the hill.
Oh, no, he's not. He's lost the position.
No, he's not. He's going to have the DRS, so he's going to have more straight line speed. He's defending the inside line, which is just the better way to go, and it's making it more difficult for Mike. As Mike tries to hold around the outside, he's going to try here as he gets the better run. Side by side they remain, and by this happening, it's helping the Renault getaway out in front. But yeah, Lee's in the pits here. His tyres are done.
Sorry, we had C. Pasley, and we can blame Lee's misfortune on C. Pasley this time, saying, "Can we see Lee as Lee spins?" And then after all the spinning we saw on stream, we then have Sophie come in and say, "Can we not see Lee?" Let's not think about Lee. As Yogamel ends up with a time penalty now, as Dr. Special Energy this time is on the run behind Gamey Things. Hagen has broken away from this group, so Gamey Things is undefended against the attack of Dr. Special Energy. DRS opening now on Jordan's car as he runs to the inside line.
It's good for RDB right now. He's broken out of the DRS.
And he's basically in GP2. Yeah, well, can you do me a favour and message me on oh, hold on.
Fester! No.
Yoga has dropped down position. Fester thinking about it, but he knows that he can't. Oh, he's going to try it. He isn't going to try. He decides not to. Mike is still in P1. Oh, Yoga goes a little bit wide there, almost making contact with Mike as they still go side by side, still on board with Fester. Ooh!
Not going to work through here. He's going to try to switch his Yogamel in the Ferrari. Oh, this is good stuff. Great racing between the two. The Haas here does not really know what to do with himself, does he?
Well, he's trying to think, when does he choose to pit? Does he choose to pit to try and undercut these guys, or does he try and do the overcut, which is possible around here? As we
here
now
comes
look
the Haas of Fester.
It has to be done, one per stream, as he comes towards the inside line on the Ferrari. The parent company is going to have to drop behind the American brand.
Speaking of Ferraris, look behind them. Look behind them. Ogre Trainman finds himself back in the fight.
The brother, Swedes, not brothers, as to see they're running up towards turn 3. Yogamel is not brave on the brakes today, but he tries it, he sticks his nose in, and it almost ends up like Sebastian Vettel and Trainman going, "I love that, thank you."
And he's going to tuck behind him. Interestingly though, perhaps Friedrich's just to hold the 2-second black gap, as Friedrich's got Lee now right in front of him.
Yeah,
to the section You definitely want a car there.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, message me on that one. Sorry, guys. I can't get the words out while I'm trying to sort this out. As hold on. The debutante has actually lagged out, and Festa, big mistake, has dropped behind Trainman. He's going to drop behind the other Ferrari as well, of Jürger, and Jürger's through. Does he pit though? Jürger does pit, and he gets tapped.
Jürger Mel gets tapped. He's lucky he's to the pit, so he wouldn't have lost too much time.
Does he have damage on the Ferrari's nose?
Major damage. Major damage.
Is it major salt as well?
Hopefully they got a wing. They do have a wing for him. So he's going to lose a couple seconds in the wing change.
Doc Special Energy, I tell you what, and I'll tell you this for now, for free. Doc Special Energy is on a charge. That was terrible. But yes. Message me.
Doc Special Energy. Mike's back.
Oh, he's through.
Can he get back in the car?
Doc is through. And RDB's tyres are starting to look very second-hand as the Toro Rosso softs run out of power.
Yeah, absolutely. And RDB's done a very good job on the Toro Rosso, considering in qualifying his teammate Lee now.
Oh, contact!
Oh, contact made.
Were they disconnected, or was that down to lag?
I don't know, because neither of them have damage, but we both saw that one.
This is a great, anyway, great race, Shadow. It is. As GA looks the inside of Topic. Remember, Topic started at the back of the grid. GA forcing the Racing Point into submission as he passes him at a place where he didn't think we'd see a pass today at this infield section. RDB does drop behind Dr. Special Energy as now GA goes towards pit lane. Topics making an opportune move, a very silly move there from the Racing Point. That gap was never opening.
Yellow flag, sector 3.
Yeah, it's Topics. I'm going to take a drink before I say something I regret. Hold on, read that. Topics with a 5-second penalty for a major collision with Jürger. So Jürger with now damage on his nose from Topics. And I'll tell you now, I don't know whose fault it was. But that gap was never going to open again. I don't care who was saying what. That gap wasn't opening, so Topics should never have reported it.
Is over then. Ferrari race is over.
Jürger is in trouble now. As GA,
someone I think is in trouble, mate, is Festa. He's stayed out a bit too long. He's completely missed the pit lane. I don't know what he's doing. He's doing the Lewis Hamilton strategy.
I think GA went to pit that time. Sophie's saying, wow. GA went to pit, and he looks like he's making the judgment to pit this time. Is he choosing to?
Yeah.
No. The pit lane is difficult here, so GA went defensive into pit lane, and then you saw. I'm going to reassess this again.
Sorry, mate. Yep. Billy and Carter going side by side and start finish straight.
Hasley, there was not space there. There was not space. He wouldn't have made the move. He would have he did what he did, where he punched him off. Not special energy into P2.
Oh, it's Chris.
Oh dear, damage on the McLaren as Jürger gets a 5-second penalty for speeding into pit lane. I would not be surprised if Doc Special just behind Festa now. Behind Friedrich. Is there no rain? There's no rain.
I mean, mate, like one man that's lost out is Festa. There's only an 8.6 second gap now.
I honestly think the Topics was in the wrong in that decision, and that's all I'm going to say now. And I'm going to say now, no more discussion about that incident, because we've had the point now where we've spent about 2 laps on discussing it.
Here comes the Haas, he's in.
No space. Alfa Romeo's Billy is trying to get past GA, who's on a good run, but he's on worn tyres. Hopefully GA is going to pit this time, because Alfa Romeo is on the inside and Billy is through. GA is pitting.
He's pitting, yeah.
Cuts the pit lane.
Where's Festa going to come out, though?
He's going to come out, I think, P7. Unless he's running out pit lane now. It's going to be close between him and Billy as they get released. Look at that, side by side between 2 Ferrari cars. But no, it is going to be Festa. Right, I've said it once. I'll say it again. No more discussion on that incident.
Here we go then, Special Energy. Obviously, he's in second. Obviously, that's just down to pit stops and all that. But not the worst job in the world, is he, today? He's the Antonio Giovinazzi of this Austrian Grand Prix.
He's doing very well right now. outside the
As
defense.
Patterson, now he's got to make his way through the traffic of Billy, and then he's just coming on the back of. He's got 5 seconds to catch a train man, who in turn's got about 4 seconds to catch the Friedrich. Friedrich right now is looking good.
Right, Connor, if you're going to come into the chat and try and cause arguments, I'm going to time you out. Alright, I'm not going to deal with it. You've left SFI. If you're going to come in and just mouth off all the time, then what's the point in you actually turning up to the streams, okay?
And Stam is on the back of Dr. Special Energy. Up the hill. But Dr. Special Energy still got crucial DRS off of Friedrich there, and that's helping the battle.
No, he's not.
Williams goes wide.
So
blue flags for topics.
Well, Chris, is going to be able to unlap himself from Stam.
There's a Oliver's around. Oliver's around.
Oh, that's easily done there. Last
Kingdom
night,
corner.
Energy Dan did it.
Jürgen Mel now with the fast lap here. He needs to get in the top 10 though to get the point for Ferrari.
Connor, one more. Honestly, one more, and I will time you out. Side by side though between Chris and Topics. They go side by side through the penultimate corner and then into the final corner now. And this time Topics gets through. Chris will probably complain that he was knocked off, but he has to get out of the way for blue flags. Well, he's not doing anyone any favours with the DRS being open either.
And now,
and on that
Billy.
note, into timeout. You pushed me. I've had enough.
Sorry about this chat interruption there, guys, the stream. But, JB obviously is fixing the situation. This is kind of helping Chainman.
Fester to the outside line on Billy. Gonna try and get round the outside of.
He's got more traction.
Yeah, look at that. Brilliant move.
Can Billy, though, with the straight line speed, the DRS and the slipstream, go and up the inside. Oh, special energy. Is it special energy? He was no to go out the way there. He's not as far.
Oh, Topics getting a 5-second penalty for ignoring blue flags. That's not optional, guys. 3 light boards. That's what you get. Then you're at risk of a penalty. You don't care if you're faster. Get out of the way.
But for sure now here, as I was saying before, that train man.
Yes, I have.
This is helping him stay in the fight, being behind these 2 cars with the DRS, because he doesn't. Topics is a man that needs blue flags again for Topics.
Fester is round.
And Billy and Fester and Billy touch each other for sure.
On the track, obviously.
Yeah. Oh, come on. As Topics is still trying to fight the Ferrari, which I think is absolutely silly.
I understand that you're on faster tyres, Topics. I do, honestly, and I get this is such a terrible situation with the blue flags. But you got to remember, get out of the way within three corners unless you're pulling away. Now Chris is going to get around the outside of the racing point. It's not Topics' fault there with the blue flags, not at all. But yeah, I had a long discussion as he makes contact with Chris, and Chris won't thank him for that. But I had a long discussion with a driver.
As RDB hits the back of Fester. Fester's race goes from bad to worse.
Damage on RDB's car.
Trainman though, the race right now is between the Ferrari of Trainman and the Renault of Friedrich.
Friedrich has thrown away.
It's quite hard to say who's in third right now, once the pit stops are done. It's quite difficult.
Well, I think it's going to be Doc Special. No, it's not. I think it's going to be Mike. As Trainman goes attacking to the inside. Topics retiring for the session. I don't know where he did that, and I don't want to know right now.
Kingdom Corner, it's Sector 3. So we're in Kingdom Corner. But here comes Trainman on Stam. Trainman's got a DRS issue, surely.
Let's have a look into this next corner. Oh, he hits him. Actually, let's have a look with telemetry. Yay, telemetry. So DRS is active, but there's no opening of the rear wing. So yes, he has a DRS problem as in the Ferrari, which is absolutely hampering his race. Is Mike back in his car? Mike is back in his car. Have a look at him. Hello, Mike. Nice to see you. Gaming things dropping behind Fester in the hairpin. They make contact a little bit though by the Red Bull, who just makes a mistake. Sector 1 here, you have a permanent yellow flag. I believe that's Topics' car pulling off, and it's been rescinded.
A little kiss there from...
Might be more. Oh.
As on my screen, Trainman's just been taken out from the Alfa Romeo of Clarkson, who is clearly... Oh, but this time he has actually clip the curb and this DRS is active, but no wing opening.
So the wing is stuck closed on the Ferrari. Good spot there by Alex. As you see, Festa on the back of Gamey once more. Can he get past the British driver? Lots of lag in this lobby tonight, hopefully. Oh, crikey, run up 21. I never noticed that the whole way through.
Where's Clarkson for you right now?
Clarkson is currently P11.
P11 for me as well. Oh, fun. It's not gone down to 18, so it's funny. Right now, Trayman's the sole Ferrari driver.
Whoa, Festa's the outside. Aggressive move on the Red Bull, but the Red Bull cuts the corner. And tell you what, Felix is going to be getting more and more frustrated with gamey things as this goes on. He'll be sick of seeing the Aston Martin wings on the back of that wing.
Absolutely, I think the issue is, again, it's the DRS issue. You can't really break DRS here very well. So difficult. As gamey things goes to the outside, Fev's just trying to think about going to the inside. With nothing doing. He's got to wait to the next straight. He's got so much more. It looks like he's so much more confident. He's got a lot more anger in that Haas, especially when he comes into the pits now here. We should be starting soon, and that'll give us like 6 seconds is the gap between the Ferrari and the Renault. And obviously 14 laps to go. It's doable, but the DRS is open now, mate.
Could you say that he has to get through?
Shut up.
And Spectre goes to the inside line on gamey things. The Haas has got through this time. As now, Dr. Spectre is coming up the pit lane. That's going to really not help Festa because there's no DRS protection zone there.
But still, it's going to help him in the slipstream. It could keep him out of the Red Bull. There's a DRS protection zone now. Oh, he runs very deep. He runs very deep.
That's very close between the three of them. We could see a DRS dump. Oh, that's a terrible camera angle. Thanks, Codemasters. As Gamey tries to get past Festa, is he going to try a dive? He thinks about it, but decides not to.
Also, when stop the special energy, what's he going to do? But overall, though, Stam's still not in the pits here. And one man will get past him sooner rather than later.
A long stint on the softs is Jordan.
Interesting for sure, but I'm watching this battle for P2, which really, in the mind of the Ferrari, shouldn't be a battle for P2. It wants to get past his Williams as soon as possible. There's but it's not working out for him, is it? He can't seem to get past.
I heard your Dan saying he hates the Haas puns, but I has to do them. Trainman's getting frustrated. Oh, Stam's getting booky, and now the DRS opens, and this will be the moment for the move for the Swedish driver. Yeah, and the Greek driver has to stay to the inside. No. They're close together. Then he falls out wide. He does a little bit. They touch. They touch.
Not really. The space was there. The space was there. Nothing wrong with Trainman's move there, personally. But now he's got to try and now close that gap.
The chat fills with Haas puns. My greatest creation has begun. As now GA under pressure from Jurgen. Jurgen to the inside line, just hoping to score points for the reserve team tonight.
There's another Haas in the racing point battle as Special Energy's caught up to the other Haas of Psychovic. Your Psychovic have to see that Stab's now come in. Stab has done Friedrich a job there.
You have to be lying.
Stop. I genuinely will leave. As here comes Special Energy on the American car. Just so JB can't use the frickin' puns. Oh,
he's out of trouble!
Haas goes wide!
And now the American machine is going to have to drop behind the Canadian one. It's the first time we've ever heard that before. And now who's going to get the run? Is he going to get past Stam? He's on worn tyres. He's got DRS. No, he hasn't got DRS, so he's going to fly up towards the outside. Can he move past the Greek? The Greek cutting back across in the braking zone, but it's okay. 12 seconds is the gap between third and second, and we're on to the 24th lap of the race.
I'm saying as well, 5.5 seconds. It's a train man. He's beginning to close the gap, but a bit too slowly. He needs to pick up the pace a little bit.
Dog Special Energy is going to try and get the up and under move on Stam. And the Williams is going to stay in front right now of the Stroll machine.
I'll tell you what here, Dr. Special Energy's on for a P4.
He's on for a good result, and there's still time for things to change. There could be a safety car, there could be more tyre failures. Who knows?
Broken it down to less than 5 seconds. He's really pushing now.
The thing is, though, I think Friedrich has multiple penalties. And the Trainman as well has penalties.
Two for
Trauma.
Friedrich, one for Trainman, but a warning away from a penalty. So keep your eyes peeled, boys and girls.
More happens as Dr. Speciality pulls the outside line now, trying to pass Stam. Stam aggressively on the attack though, attacking the brake pedal as he runs Jordan out wide. Jordan's gonna overtake him a little bit off track, drops up behind him. Dr. Speciality, I believe that penalty was unjust there. Lots of lag though.
Yeah, that was okay. Yeah, there was a lot of lag going on. I don't know if you saw any of that.
I did, yes.
Friedrich now, the gap to Friedrich is 4.7 seconds.
They're closing in on Hagen very quickly there, as Dr. Speciality is lagging horrendously. He's at Dr. Speciality, was at the lobby. We've seen a lot of lag today. Oliver looking to make a move on Luke Beck. I don't know if he'll be able to, as Luke cuts across the nose of the Mercedes. But Oliver on Supreme Tyres is going to try and pass him.
The two American cars have got close to each other. Will the leading American car let the other American car through?
You've just given up on saying the word Haas, haven't you?
What? I don't know what that word means. Nothing to me.
No, there was a Haas team before this Haas team. Inside line comes Fester. He does pass him in an inopportune moment, and the Haas's tangle. No contact as RDB's round at the final corner. Back going, no, is the Toro Rosso. Oh, there's damage. There's a massive wing missing off the Toro Rosso.
The Mercedes of Hagen. I don't know what's going on there, but drama in the extreme is my new favourite thing to say. I think it's cool. But 4.6 seconds.
Drama in the extremes. Is that your version of a Haas pun?
Oh, because it's not a joke.
That's
but
not a statement.
Trainman, what are you thinking of Trainman right now?
I'm thinking maybe Thomas Tank Engine, occasionally Gordon. Big damage on RDB's car though, as there was the beat from Alex, thinking that he was to kill me.
We're meant to be. Okay, answer the question genuinely now. What do you think?
I think things can happen. Oh, stop, says Colours the God. I think that there'll be a good battle towards the line, but we know for a fact that there's more penalties on Friedrich's car right now. So, I don't know. Cyclebit's pit lane. So, things can happen though as we're getting close to the final stage of the race. 10 laps remain here in Austria. Oliver sits on the back of Beck. What can Luke do? It's not Quinton Beck, it is Luke Beck. You get that reference? Have a cookie. Did you get it, Alex?
I don't remember who Quinton Beck is. Don't ruin this one.
I'm going to tell you who Quinton Beck is soon.
Who is Quinton Beck?
Oliver has made the move. Now, Luke Beck is going to have to try and fight his way back to him as Lee Nell, currently sitting in P16, is looking to overtake it too. The RDB has dropped into pit lane and there's almost contact between Luke and Oliver. Anyone in the chat know who Quinton Beck is? Just before we get this. And don't Google it, because it's not fair. So Lee on the attack. Is he going to go 3-wide? He's going to risk it. He decides not to go for a biscuit. And it's contact! Oh. Yeah,
it's Mysterio, isn't it?
Did you Google it?
I didn't even Google it. No, I didn't even Google it.
Whoa! Luke!
In my library.
Luke kissing the back of the Mercedes, and the Renault is struggling.
We just heard JB's secret sex tape, but
kissing the back of the Mercedes. I'm a McLaren fan. I like his vision virgin, for God's sake.
That's why it's the secret sex tape. So that's why it's
Haggard
the public one.
is bumping and bashing against Frefster, and Felix is in trouble.
That's his other sex tape.
Bumping and bashing, yeah. You've got as bad as me now. Centre back, oh, Lee, into the back of Luke Beck. There was nothing mysterious about that hit.
Apart from Quinton Beck, but, you know. It's Mysterio. I was thinking of Quinton Lance from Green Arrow, but...
No. Whoa, Lee can't stop! Yeah, Quinton Lance, he was the detective, Laura Lance's dad. Lee, if I take a penalty, that's not fair. He was, Black Canary's dad. Sarah Lance's dad, Black Canary's dad.
Do you watch Arrow, do you?
I do, I've watched the first, 4 seasons, I got bored.
What was wrong with it?
Psychomich now trying to get past Jurgenbelt. I went through a tough phase where I didn't watch anything because I was ill. But Psychomich trying to get
when
past...
you're ill? No, all I do when I'm ill is watch
it's a story that I will tell you another day when the stream isn't there. I know
what happened, guys. I'll let you know after this.
Fester, he's had enough of Hagen. He really has.
So I'll let you know, guys. So what happened was, JB went to school, but then he realised he ate
Gets to the inside line on the Mercedes. And Leonard's out. He's ended off. Oh, such a difficult race for him since the damage. And it all went wrong. Right now,
Trainman's got a second, 1.2 seconds to catch. This is it, getting on.
Friedrich on for a historic win, says Sophie. Well, I don't know, because I think Friedrich has 6 seconds worth of penalties, if I'm wrong. If I'm not wrong, even.
By the way, I will not be able to stay for post-race interviews, I've just been informed, so...
That's fine.
As soon as the race is done, I'm going to have to leave. I say comes Fester on Clarkson on my screen, as Clarkson takes out Fester.
Obviously not on the stream, we've got Clarkson actually getting close to his teammate now. So the two Alfa Romeos are going to swap as we go on to lap 30 out of 36 for the men in P9 and P10. Screw this, says Lee, he's really not happy. It's
looking good for Friedrich, isn't it, right now?
It is, but I think Friedrich's got penalties. That's the only thing that I've got in my head.
No, Friedrich's only got 1 extra.
1 extra, so he's got 6 seconds.
Yeah, but Ugo Trainman's got 3.
He has 9 seconds, is it?
No!
Wait, you said 3, so I thought you went 3 penalties.
No, he's got 3 seconds.
Right, okay. Alright. So things can happen as RDB because the fastest man on track in P16.
It's like game things if it takes Clarkson and Clarkson spins out
on the Alfa Romeos as we look at Billy getting close to the back of Clarkson. He's weaving, saying, let me through, I want younger tyres, let me through, I'm faster. Does Clarkson give away the position of P9 to his teammate?
This is the strangest thing to watch, because Clarkson's nowhere near the single screen.
Clarkson pulling away from his teammate now. As they head into turn 1, Billy wide as he tries everything to get past the sister Alfa Romeo.
Trainman, I don't know whether Trainman's heard me, mate, because Trainman's on a rampage.
To the inside line comes Billy. Oh wait, I just worked out what you meant. I literally, you just heard the connection work as you heard the yeah, I've worked it out.
Wait. No, Trainman's just let Jurgemel through.
Jurgemel's on faster tyres, he just pitted. So, no use trying to stay behind. Maybe he will stay behind his teammates. The Alfa Romeos are swapping positions now to 30, jumping past the number 2.
Is this a strategy call? Because he knows Jurgemel's going to be a lot faster and he can follow Jurgemel through.
Just to say, right, I'm an idiot, firstly, because I've worked out what Alex meant. So with Friedrich having 6 seconds, and Trainman having 3 seconds himself, he has to be within 3 seconds to overtake him. Thank you. I need a medal now.
You don't need freaking mental health. It took you that long. Williams of Stam makes a huge mistake there.
Is it a
All
huge
his hard
mistake?
work undone.
No, I'm in remedial maths anyway, so I'm going to redo that. As we're looking at Luke Beck now.
What I'm saying is, mate, Stam's not out of this for a podium today.
He's really not happy. Okay, mate. I know it's hard.
Right now, though, here we're seeing the Williams of Stam. It's so close to DRS, he'll want it.
Well, on the stream, we're looking at Luke Beck, who's within 4 tenths of Oliver, who's in P13. What can Luke Beck do trying to charge back into the points? He's not going to manage to do it as we are within 4 laps of the end of this race.
Here comes Stam, mate. 4 laps to go, 8 tenths. It's not looking good for the Red Bull. I'm going to check penalties. Mike has none. Stam has 3.
So penalties will come into consideration as Stam looks at the inside line. He's gone deep at turn 3 and now tries to get the car restarted as he gets towards the back of the Red Bull. Remember, it's one thing to catch in Formula 1. It's a very different thing to overtake as we look at Stam trying to pass Mike. Ooh, close. Not that. What am I on about? I've had 2 coffees today and I can feel the universe.
All I'm saying is it's good for Stam if he can get through.
It will be, but he's also got to break that 3 seconds, but it won't be a problem because of a tyre difference. Luke Beck, though, he tried to move on 30 lap warm tyres.
It's still better to finish third and end up fourth than it is to finish fourth and still end up fourth. You know.
Put that on a t-shirt.
Yeah. You know what I mean, though.
It's not as good as tires go bang bang, but it'll do.
As that, 3 laps to go then for the top guys. It's looking good, isn't it, right now for the way it's staying up.
You haven't watched Premiere yet from last week, have you?
I don't watch any stream on that.
Inside line comes Sam. He's a long way back for the 96, but he is through the 24, having to jump behind him.
I haven't been on Premiere for a long time.
Well, Felix dropped a nice bomb for us, saying that he lives on the moon. So Felix, his tires go bang bang on the moon.
Fair enough. I mean, we should go visit his moon house. Did you? So we're saying Felix is Matt Damon.
Felix, no, because he lives on Mars.
But he's the moon version of Matt Damon.
No, he's Brad Pitt. Because Brad Pitt goes to the moon in the new film that he's done.
What, Ad Astra?
Yeah.
In cinemas now.
We're not supported by that film. Go and see whatever film you like. But also lap of the race here.
Go see the Queen's Corgi.
Oh God, no! First lap of the race is Jürgen Bell actually gets right in the way of Friedrich there. I don't know what happened. I got to check it out again. Friedrich looking to overtake the Ferrari, who I think is trying to slow down. Oh, hold on. Something's wrong with Trayman. He's just dropped massively back from the pack as he let RDB through by the looks of it.
I don't think Trayman's too happy, but I don't know what's going on. Anyway, Friedrich, he looks like he's got this race all under control, hasn't he? 1 more minute of racing to go, really, is what he's got left to do. 1 more minute.
Not long on this track at all as we head towards the final lap of the race. Keeping so under pressure by Billy.
As soon as checkered flag is there, I am gone because I just remembered that I've got something to do. So
almost contact between the Alfa Romeo and the Red Bull.
1 more lap to go then for the Renault. As Friedrich crossed the line now, Jürgen on the fastest lap, but no point will be claimed there for Ferrari. But he showed himself to be a strong reserve driver, isn't he?
He has. He really has. He's had a good race, barring that incident with Topics.
Which we won't talk about right now.
No, but that was later on anyway. Luke Beck with a time penalty. Maybe his name's not Luke Beck because he secretly is Quentin Beck.
I mean,
confirmed.
I don't think Jake Gyllenhaal watches Dora the Explorer, but I could be wrong.
I don't think he's got kids.
Does he?
I think so.
Gareth
opening on Billy's car.
Anyway, mate, sorry, Friedrich's going to the last sector. Friedrich's about to start the last sector. Yeah.
Gonna keep our eyes, just keep an eye on him, mate, because I'm gonna really hope that we catch this move between Billy and Jamie. It's not gonna happen this time round. So, here's Friedrich. He's controlled this race from the go after battling with Trayman heavily. Through the final corner now, Renault.
And he's gonna cross the line for the Renault team here in Austria. What a result for Friedrich! And in second place, Trayman, who will feel robbed, that's for sure. Second place for him. Then in actual fact, it will be Stam on track third, but Mike will finish third anyway. And that is where I must leave you guys. I think I'm on this Thursday, as I wasn't on last Thursday, but I could be wrong.
I think we're testing a new streamer out on Thursday. So.
Okay, I wasn't informed, so I'm not on Thursday. I'll see you guys next Tuesday then. Have a good week, and I love you loads. Goodbye.
You stole my app. You stole me finishing the race. I'm gonna have words. I'm gonna have words. So he has left us now. So it's all on my own today. As we now see Billy crossing the line in P9. He's gonna drop to P10 though on penalties. What a race though. What a race. I bet he's wearing Edith glasses when he wins. But yes, little bump there from RDB. The AI taking control. Luke Beck to finish in P14. Sector 2's yellow flags are waving. And there we go. So, a win again for Renault and Friedrich back on top. Renault destroying Ferrari's winning too, though. So, Friedrich on top ahead of Trayman in P2 and Mike in P3. What a race we have just witnessed here in GP3, sorry. and a phenomenal event this has been. Really enjoyed this one. Really, really fun. Okay, so the results, barring any stewards' investigations, are in a moment. Well done, Oliver. Well done, mate. Following the stewards' investigations, here are the results. Friedrich in P1 ahead of Treyman in P2. Mike Bard, the Greek driver, finishing in P3. Outside of the top three, Doc Spencer is claiming 4th place. Well done to him. Ahead of Stam in P5. Fester is in P6. Gaming Things is in P7. Clarkson is in P8. Hagen in P9. And Psychowicz is in P10. Outside of the points was Billy in P11, GA in P12, Luke Beck in P13, Oliver in P14, Jurgemel in P15, claiming the fastest lap of the race as well. RDB in P16. Drivers who did not finish the race, I think Chris did finish the race, so who is in P17. Drivers who didn't finish the race were Lionel and probably a few others, which I didn't make it to. What a race nonetheless. We shall invite Friedrich to the party, and we shall also invite Treyman to the party. Oh, Treyman's saying that he can't do interviews because he is sick. So I'm not sure on Mike's English. So if someone can tell me that is, I will get and I will invite him in later on. So I'll just get Friedrich in, and if Mike's English is okay, I will get him in. I'm not sure his situation with Mike anyway. So with the microphone, so I will. Oh, he's in Hagen's group, so I don't think I can invite Friedrich right now. I could join him. Oh, Virus was giving Hagen was giving Hagen and Friedrich some nice instructions for that. So he had an engineer for that race. Guess the podium was being ill. Yeah, that's fair. Not Fester, sorry. Hiding in the corner. Oh, what are invites recently for races, so I'm a little bit rusty. Where is he? He should be online. There we go. Alright. So we will go straight to we'll look at the Renault. So, let's see. Friedrich has joined us. Can I just check that your mic is set to share, Mr. Race Winner?
It should be set to share, I think.
Okay, and we will wait to see if everybody heard that. And we will wait to see if... Give me a moment. Sure, let's see. Friedrich has joined us. Can I just check that your mic is set to share, Mr. Race Winner? Should be set to share. Yes, you are. Nice. I just decided to cheat. So, anyway, you won the race. Well done, Friedrich, for winning that race. That was... Well, you finally stopped the Ferrari charge, didn't you?
Yeah, I guess Treyman and Sven has given us a hard time lately, so it feels good to finally be able to compete with them. For sure, it's a shame that Sven isn't there for this race, but hope his exam went well.
How was that race for you? You had a lot of pressure from the start, but you sort of flew away after everyone started battling, didn't you?
Yeah, I was kind of lucky because Augie did brake a bit too late into turn like 4 or 5, I'm not sure about numbers. And then when Jägermal and the other guy, Mike, I think, started battling behind me, I managed to get the gap up above 1 second, so I'd saved up some ERS until then, so I just started spending my ERS in order to maintain the gap, and luckily I was able to pull away. And then for the later part of the race, I received quite a few penalties. I had like 6 seconds and 2 more warnings. It was tense, so I was really struggling to keep it on track in some corners. And I did my best in order to not receive my 3rd penalty. So, because I asked my engineer and he told me that Augie had only 3 seconds, so I had to have a gap of at least 3 seconds. Or I had to stay at least 3 seconds ahead of him, but then ultimately he received another penalty, I guess. So, but anyways, I managed to keep the gap, so I'm really happy about the job I did.
What was the hardest part of that race for you? Was it maintaining the tyres, or was it maintaining the penalties?
In the beginning of each stint, the tires felt really great, and I think my setup worked out pretty well as well. Of course, towards the end of the stint, the tires were starting to fall off, but my lap times were consistent. So I guess I was able to maintain my tires pretty well throughout the race. The penalties, of course, is kind of harsh because if you just miss your turning point by a couple of meters, then you're either too early or too late. So I guess that was the hardest part for me personally, because it made me have to focus. I'm actually really tired by now.
Next week we're off to Silverstone. Are you looking forward to my favourite circuit? Bearing in mind I will bully you if you say no.
Well, I guess I have to say yes then. But Silverstone's a fun circuit, but I've never really like cracked what I'm supposed to do. So I have to do some practice before Silverstone in order to get competitive, I think.
Well, it's alright. I'd give you some tips, but they're racing on a short circuit this weekend when I'm marshalling, so I won't be able to help with that. Nonetheless, though, it's good to see you back on the podium. It's been a while, hasn't it?
It's my first podium actually, so
is it?
feels
Oh,
great.
crikey!
Yeah, it is. I've been in positions or situations before where I should have or could have gotten a podium, but I've choked it pretty much, or both times I think so.
Well, extra special that you
times.
win the race after your first podium.
I'm extremely happy about that. Yeah.
Well, we'll let you go and go relax for a bit because you sound tired.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
All right, so well done to all three of our podium sitters, to Friedrich for winning, to he finished in second place, to Trayman for finishing in second, and to Mike on debut finishing in P3. Nonetheless, guys, this has been the end of GP3. Thank you so much for watching. It's been a brilliant race, and I've thoroughly enjoyed tonight's commentary session with Alex, so it's a shame he had to disappear off early. Tomorrow night will be GP2, where we'll be seeing James take on commentary alongside, I believe it might be James Killer, on commentary tonight. Tomorrow night we'll see how well the GP2 drivers, including myself and Electro Dan in the Williams team, does on track. But we're not done then, because on Thursday I'll be joining you again on Thursday, but I'm not sure who with yet. Spoilers may ensue. My name is JB, thank you so much for watching. Thank you to all of the drivers who competed in this race and gave us such a good show. And thank you to everyone who came into the chat and had some fun with me. Have a very good night, and we'll see you next time at SFR. Ta-ra, guys!